human nature per se is all about, they like to be bonded. They like to be part of something meaningful where they feel their value, they are cared for. We affiliate with a friend, we affiliate with a family, we affiliate with our college mates. Why? Because there's a sense of bonding. Bonding gets a sense of security. And I think that is good for our own mental well-being. So if you translate this to organization, and the way I have felt about my own experience with City is that I've always felt that yes, there have been problems, there have been ups and downs, but there's always been a set of people to fall back on. That whole sense of care that when I turn around and if I get it wrong, there is somebody who will help me out. I can go underwater, but I will never drown. And I think that whole safety net is what keeps people going. And in City, actually, you'll find a lot of people who've done a few decades. It's a pretty much an organization made of a lot of lifers. That's good and bad. But I think that whole sense of care. The other one is the sense of respect. I think how you treat people, and I realized the value of it going through the bad times. Because, especially on the investment banking side where we were doing tremendous amount of restructuring, it's a terrible experience for somebody to lose their jobs. Be it India, be it overseas, you may argue different geographies look differently, Western world is different. But let me tell you, it is emotionally equally stressful if people don't want that to happen to them. How do you treat them at that point of time? And how do you preserve their dignity and self-respect is very critical in the way they would remember you. So I think that every interaction point, how you're respectful to people, the people who are not great performers. And let's face it, in our organization, you will have your top 5% and top 10%, which is not to say that the bottom rung is not a great performer. It is the backbone talent. It is what keeps the organization running. How do you make them feel valued? How do you make them feel cared for? And there are various strategies. I mean, we can go into HR. Samir has referred to a few, be it rewards, be it recognition, be it mobility, all of that, each of these count. But I think the critical one is how their managers treat them and how their peers treat them and how their stakeholders treat them. Nobody likes a manager shouting at them. You can have the most beautiful HR strategy, but if my interaction with my manager is not of a pleasant nature, people would yet leave. And a lot of times that's a real loss of talent for us, and we obviously have to keep focusing on managerial skill sets because Dwarika reminded me a few days back, people don't leave organizations, they leave managers. So I think that's a key component about self-respect and care. I think in City, sometimes I've worked with very good business heads, and very often I would walk out of the room and think, why do I really feel good about this interaction? And I've reflected on this a couple of times. I felt really good about that interaction because he or she made me feel part of the larger plan. They didn't treat me like one HR manager who's coming in, what is the policy. They just treated me like a human being and also showed me their own vulnerabilities and told me how, without me, probably they would never succeed. Now, who doesn't like to feel wanted? And I would walk out very charged up and very motivated and, oh my God, I have to go and get this sorted. And I would put more than my 100% to get that done. And that to me is a critical ingredient of leadership to get that human pulse. In terms of practices, I think what City stands for is a huge amount of empowerment. For us, when we're talking about learning, I think a critical component of that is decision making and the risk that you allow people to take. So one part is putting them in, at the deep end of the pool, as I said earlier. The other is how much decision making they can take. We've gone through our ups and downs with good times and bad times where we've suddenly decentralized things. But I think the whole decentralization of decision making is a great learning experience. People feel empowered, they will feel more responsible, they will feel more accountable because the buck stops with them. And it does wonders for your clients. Because you know what, the City Fund officer doesn't have to go to another manager to check whether he or she can do it and come and respond to the client, which will take another 30 minutes. So it is a win-win situation. And I would think, the whole decision-making aspect improves. So those will be a few of my thoughts.